we are going to start this episode off with a bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping. This is the interrupt button. Kelly, I'm handing it to you. When you are interrupted, or if anyone gets interrupted,
okay,
that's what has to happen now. So
you guys get prepared to get buzzed because you interrupt me every time I open my mouth.
Crazy. Hey, but that's how it goes.
I need to go to a happier place.
I feel romantic.
Shut up, Ozzy!
Just go to bed, darling.
All right, change the subject.
All right, this episode, this is going to be a fan episode where we answer fan questions. So we have a hat here, a sparkly cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And in it, we have questions. I'm gonna pull some.
I was saying good, hello.
Oh, okay. We can say hello.
Hello.
What's this?
What is
Missy.
what? It's a crunchy. It's a crunchy.
Daddy snuck in a little candy bar.
What's your favorite English candy?
Maltesers. No,
I've got
Cadbury's
you
caramel.
I just ate them all.
You ate a Cadbury's caramel?
No.
Oh.
No, I ate a Malteser. What's your favorite English candy?
The lot.
The lot. Do you think Cadbury's is better than Hershey's?
Yes.
It's the same. They own Cadbury's.
It tastes the same because it's made here. Something with their recipes. It doesn't taste like it used to.
What's your favorite dirty little treat? Like if you're gonna go do some fucking damage, if you're like, all right, I'm gonna go hurt myself.
Yes.
What is your favorite just filth to eat?
Okay. Now, what do they call it? You get it at SOHO House and it's all bashed up.
Eton Mess.
Eton Mess.
Eton Mess is the absolute best.
Okay. Kelly?
Um.
Oh, wait. Explain what Eton Mess is.
Okay. Eton Mess is meringue, hard meringue, cream, strawberries, raspberries, and some custard.
And it's all like
mashed up together. It looks like somebody's just broken it up. And it's fabulous.
Fresh cream chocolate eclairs is mine.
Fresh chocolate eclairs.
And Marks and Sparks trifle.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Mum likes them.
The strawberry cake, the
Victoria Sponge from Marks and Spencer's. I'd love that
I
one.
used to go to the fridge and there'd be one of them demolished. What part of it did you like?
I like to. It's two bits put on top of each other, and in the middle is cream and strawberries. So I would take the top off, cut the bottom, so I wasn't double dipping, and then put the top on. But it was only left with the top with a bit of old cream and jam on it.
Okay, that feels like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Kel, what about you? What's your dirty little thing?
Why do you have to say it like that?
Because it's filth. It's filth, Kelly.
Why do you have to say it
All
like
right,
that?
what's your... I didn't say it like that. I mean, what's your dirty little thing?
That's
What's
not
your...
how you said it.
All right.
Here we go.
What's your naughty, dirty,
That's
filthy?
the naughty's better than the filthy.
All right. What's your treat? Your sinful treat that you like to indulge in?
I would be between chocolate eclairs and Victoria Sponge.
I'm an ice cream guy. I love any ice cream.
I do. I love is vanilla and coffee.
Coffee.
Or strawberry.
Or cookies and cream. All right. This episode, we are going to be diving into some fan questions.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to have a hat. I'm going to take a question out. We're just going to hand it round and just keep going round.
You
can do mine.
This hat?
This hat.
This very hat?
This very, very delightful hat. All right. I've got my question. Mom, take question.
We'll have to see if I like it.
Yep. Just make sure you read the handle, like who the person is. They're like they're at. Oh, fucking hell, this is a good one.
No, that was for Kelly and Jack.
Yeah, okay, well, you can still ask the question.
You can still ask the question, Mom.
Well,
Mom's like, oh, it has to be for me.
It must be for me or I will not answer.
Dad, take a. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Sam Hardy, 3077, asked, have you found Sharon's secret disco song? Yes,
Yes, we
fucking have.
Yes, we
Oh,
have.
Sam, why did you do this to me?
Oh,
Sam,
here
where
we go.
do you live? I'm coming
Here
after
we
you.
fucking go. Oof, get ready.
Oh,
Dad, have you heard this?
This is mind-bending.
You are not the only singer in this family.
Yes.
Who knew Kelly and I came from such greatness when it comes to music? Ready?
Yes. What are you doing,
I
Kel?
dropped it all on the floor.
Here we go. All right, you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
Oh, wait,
Striking.
hold on.
Oh, wait, can we
Hold
just talk about how we're going to strike gold
Okay.
in Hollywood?
This is your band
Yes.
was called The Chiquettes,
Yes.
and the song was called Can You Strike Oil in Hollywood, 1978.
Well, let it play, and then I'll tell you why we did it
Who's singing?
and why it was called what it was
Your
called.
beloved wife is singing.
She's singing.
Now just sit back and enjoy, and please do
She's
not feel
fucking tone
intimidated.
deaf.
There's no need to feel intimidated by her greatness.
Here we go.
There was this sheep from Sonny who decided to be terribly naughty. In Hollywood, you can strike off. In Hollywood, you can strike off. In Hollywood,
It's a Eurovision Song Contest.
or by the gallons, or by the tanks, or by the barrels to sell to
Is that you singing?
Yes.
Don't sound that bad. Bit Eurovision though.
Sounds of the Middle East.
Sing it again.
All right,
just
so it's another
doesn't
4
sound
minutes
like
of that.
you.
Okay. And this is why we did it.
Please tell us.
I will tell you. There is a house on Sunset Boulevard, and it's an ugly white house now, and next to it is like a brick
Is that the
Frenchy
one
style.
under the bar?
It used to be. It used to be a beautiful white classic home on
the
Sunset
ground.
Strip.
It was one property that they split into two.
Right, but when it was one property, it was a classic 1920s house. And I went into the house several times. It had an unbelievable speakeasy that you got through under the staircase, would open up, and you'd go through down into the basement, and there was an amazing speakeasy. Just so much history in this house. Anyway, the house was up for sale, and a young Arab couple bought it. And the wife filled the garden and filled the wall, which had these big urns on and originally, with plastic flowers. So the whole garden was filled with these ugly plastic flowers and urns. And it was so ridiculous, it made the news that somebody had put plastic flowers here. And people used to come down at the weekend, and the cars would slow, and they'd put plastic flowers. And this young Arab couple loved it. So then they got statues of women naked and painted them, painted nipples
Pubic hair.
on and pubic hairs and all of that, so that the traffic would keep looking at their house. And it went all over America. And then they fell out. And
the chauffeur set fire to the house.
the chauffeur set fire to the house, and it burnt down.
So you wrote a disco song about this house.
Yes,
Why?
because it was funny.
We need to go back in time a little bit because this was released in 1978 on Jet Records, which was your father's record
Not
label.
78.
It says 1978.
Oh, I thought I said 88. No, 78, yeah.
Actually, we were in May.
Yes.
So wait, whose idea was it?
The lady that wrote Rocky.
So the movie or the
The song, the soundtrack.
to Rocky?
That she won an Oscar for.
How do you that? I thought.
That was.
Hang on, wait, hold on a second. This just
I
gets.
know a tiger.
No, that was his brother that sang that song.
So wait, the woman that wrote the screenplay for Rocky, I thought
Not screenplay. The
the theme song.
theme song.
Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
that I know a tiger?
No, Eye of the
No.
Tiger was different. So wait, the woman that wrote the theme song to Rocky was she a friend of yours?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Hey Sharon, we should write a disco song about
Yeah,
this fucking
because
building."
everybody would talk about this house, everyone. And so we were all laughing when we said, oh my God, the hundreds of people that queue in their cars to see this house, see the naked statues. We said we should do a song about it. Would probably be a hit.
Did you do any gigs?
No.
But did you? But okay, so you made the correlation of like, oh, they struck oil in Hollywood because they turned their house into a spectacle.
Yes.
No. Plus the
okay.
fact you got to have a bit of dough to buy a house,
You got it. Well, that house couldn't have been cheap.
No, it wasn't.
So
and plus fuck you.
you record this song, and it came
Yes.
out on your father's record label,
Yes.
Nepo Baby.
Go on.
Nepo baby.
Yeah, I know.
Come
It's
on.
Go on.
game recognized game. Did it actually? You guys actually released it? There was like vinyls made.
Yes.
Was there promotion done behind it?
I can't remember, Jack.
Lies.
Lies.
Probably not.
You guys just kind of did it. So
Did it was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
I'm
So
not
local
laughing.
TV. Look at him. Look.
No,
it
I
wasn't.
I actually
No, it
believe
wasn't.
that it was very serious.
Knowing
I do.
what I know of your father,
know-
he was probably like, "All right, Shazza, get out there and make us some coin. We've got some bills to pay this
I bet
month.
you will.
Release a
Exactly.
fucking
Close.
record."
Disco clothes.
Yeah, did you wear disco clothes?
Oh, what are you now? No. I know. Can you imagine me wearing disco clothes? No.
You did, didn't you?
You did.
I
You
never
You're
did.
lying.
did.
Spandex.
Big boots, huge boots.
I wore
big, huge
them fucking wading boots. they used to do.
Did you have a big like fur collar jacket?
Yes.
You'd basically look like a pimp from
My
New York
hair
City.
was curly, naturally curly, and like that. yeah.
Wow.
No
And
perm needed.
So how many people were in this band?
3.
It was you, the woman that wrote the theme song to
Mm-hmm.
Rocky, and who else?
A lovely, lovely lady, an Irish lady that was a friend of ours.
I love how all of a sudden, since we found the song, Mum has remembered the entire
Yeah.
back. Well, when we asked her, she was like, "I don't know." I don't know."
Go
wow.
on.
Wow. This is a. Did you guys chart at all? Just came out
No.
your fucking nose.
No.
But I must confess, I was
Oh.
when I heard your mum singing, the dogs have wanted to commit suicide.
Well, I will say,
The
yeah.
dogs go
I
like
must
that.
say, in all fairness, she sings okay.
It's not bad. Well, no, this is where I'm at. This is,
Hollywood.
but this is pre
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools, and like you couldn't fake it that much back then.
No, your pitch is pretty good.
Yeah, which part are you in that? Or was it like you guys were all three singing at the same time? Or
Singing at the psalm, Tom.
do you have any solos?
Oh, so it
on
wasn't
this?
you solo.
No.
It wasn't you
I
solo.
can't sing for shit.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
I have the fucking song to prove it. We all just heard
Yeah.
it. Hey everyone, it's Jack Osbourne here from the Osbournes podcast. I want to talk a little bit about our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Now, ExpressVPN is something I've actually used for about 5 years now. I was on vacation, a documentary came out, only in England. The only way I could watch it was using a VPN. I did my research. I found ExpressVPN to be the best option available. Just so happens they now sponsor the podcast, which is kind of awesome. ExpressVPN is known for protecting your privacy and security online, but do you want to know the secret? ExpressVPN can also be used to unlock movies and shows that are only available in other countries. And for a television and movie buff like myself, who's run out of stuff to watch on Netflix, this was an absolute game changer for me. My parents were using some weird way to watch BBC iPlayer until I got them an ExpressVPN account and got them dialed in, and my mom uses it all the time. ExpressVPN lets you control where you want the sites to think you are located. You can choose from over 100 different countries. So just think about all the Netflix libraries you can go through. Love Korean dramas? Use ExpressVPN to watch Parasite off South Korean Netflix. This whole week, I've been using ExpressVPN to binge watch the UK Office on Netflix. It's so simple. I just fire up the ExpressVPN app, change my location to the UK, refresh Netflix, and bam, that's it. I've been watching it every night to fall asleep because that's my vibe. I'm an Office junkie. But it's not just Netflix. ExpressVPN works with other streaming services. Hulu, BBC iPlayer, YouTube, you name it. There are hundreds of VPNs out there, but the reason I use ExpressVPN to watch shows is because it's ridiculously fast. There's never any buffering or lag, and you can stream in HD, no problem. ExpressVPN works on all your devices, phones, media consoles, smart TVs, and more, so you can watch what you want on the go or on the big screen. So if you want to get access to hundreds of new shows, use my link right now, expressvpn.com/Osbournes, and you can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That's expressvpn.com/Osbournes. expressvpn.com/Osbournes to learn more. I think we should get this band back together, and I think
They should have a real concert.
you guys should do a fucking performance of this song.
And I agree.
I
Thank you.
think you have lost the plot.
No.
No, you're all nuts. You're all
It would
winding me
cheer
up.
us up knowing, wouldn't it, gang?
I think I
Bring
need
back
to.
the Sheikettes. Bring back the Sheikettes. Bring back the Sheikettes. Bring back the Sheikettes. Hey, the time is now. The reunion is now.
It's all
There's
about
no
reunions,
time like
Mum.
now.
All about reunions.
I have the next
Well, wait.
question.
Okay, go. Wait, can I just finish real quick before you go? Because I do have a second one on this.
Oh.
And this is not a bullshit question. This is from @Barkper752. Why are Sharon and Kelly on their phones while podcasting? Just curious. That's a real fucking question.
Well, I was bored.
You were bored.
I was just checking messages.
You were on TikTok because I watched
No,
you.
I know, Mum.
You
Mum,
were on
so your
fucking-
excuse
she's
is the
addicted
same
to
as
shit.
mine.
I wake up in the night.
And
No,
she's like this.
I must
the
tell
blanket
you.
like this.
No,
TikToking.
I must tell you that there is a young boy.
A
Oh,
young
right, let me
boy.
tell
Here we
you
go.
the story.
Another young person from TikTok
No,
that Mum's going to
and
be telling us
he is-
about.
Got the best marketing brain. He is a brilliant singer, a brilliant songwriter, and came up with the most brilliant idea to get a song away. And he's number one, and he's brilliant.
Who is
and
it?
The song is fabulous. The song
name-
is
his name is-
called Cigarettes and Black Lipstick. And he's fucking amazing.
So you stalk this kid on TikTok?
Yes, I do, because he's so amazing and clever and bright.
Your dad's just like, for fuck's sake. Okay, so that's what we'll do for the Sheikettes. You guys will re-record your album.
Just for TikTok.
Just for TikTok.
Come on, Mum. Live a little.
Get wild. Yeah, you'll go to the opening of a can of soup. Why can't we? Why
That's
can't?
not true.
Why can't we re-release your song and have a huge?
God, you make me sound like a bloody housewife or something. Where do I go to openings?
You go out a bit. No,
No,
you used
she-
to. You
Next
used to.
question.
Pre-COVID, you went out a lot.
No, Mum is always.
No.
What's your question, Sean?
Huh?
I can't see it, so I have to ask Jack.
Oh, okay. Here, allow me to read it. This is from at Ralphie Bramall. If it wasn't for music / fame, etc., what career would each of you be doing? Mother?
Interior designer.
Kelly?
Your stylist.
Clothing stylist.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Dad?
Criminal.
Criminal. Okay. God, I probably would have joined the army.
American or British?
I was living here, so that I probably would have done American. Well, you know.
I guess you are American, aren't you?
I'm very American. Yeah.
So am I.
No, but you don't have an American passport.
Could easily get one of them.
Yeah.
I'm a criminal.
Did you steal one? All right, Kelly.
Okay, mine is from Jenny Lynn 516. A follow-up for Sharon and the kids. My daughter is a teen and having substance abuse and mental health problems, and I was wondering what finally helped you and how Sharon, as your mum, dealt with it all to help.
How did I deal with kids with substance abuse? Well, firstly, I ignored it, put my head in the sand, thought that it was just every kid goes through that stage of, I'm going to drink at this party and I'm going to love it. And they come back and they throw up and swear they'll never do it again. And every kid goes through a time in their life where they want to try everything and see if it sticks, see what it does to you, and then they'll either drink or they won't drink. So I just thought that's what my kids were doing and didn't realize that they'd got the addiction from their dad.
I'm not an addict. I just help them out now and again.
And it's the worst thing that could happen to any parent, because you just blame yourself. Oh, more structure. If only I'd have said no. If only I wasn't so lenient. If only I
Are you
didn't allow
lenient?
them round these, people that were bad influences. And so the whole time you blame yourself, and it's it gets you crazy at the end. That's why you go crazy. I'm not saying that I got crazy because of the kids. I was already crazy with depression, and it didn't help me. It breaks your heart. It breaks your heart. It never, ever heals. Never goes away. Because being an addict never goes away.
Yeah, it's something that I do worry about with my kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm
Now it's
terrified.
just worse than ever because they're dying like flies.
Yeah. And I guess the advice that
They
I would,
are.
I know.
I mean, it was bad enough when we were kids.
Yeah, I mean, the best advice is go AA, go to AA, go to Al-Anon.
But
Yeah.
back in my day, nobody ever talked about it. It was like,
the problem is now you're seeing this there's a really kind of interesting movement kind of happening in recovery, where there's a lot of emphasis in kind of ways of recovery outside of recovery. So there's not a huge push for going to 12-step meetings and doing treatment that way. It's more go on a med, take this treatment or this implant. It'll stop you craving opioids or alcohol, and it's
They just
very
they're putting band-aids on problems that are creating bigger problems.
exactly. And there's strange worded verbiage now. I was listening to a podcast, and this woman, she's a doctor, and she's kind of at the forefront of this new recovery movement, and they're like removing shame from it and saying, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay." And it is okay, but at the end of the day, I don't believe that addicts will ever heal or have an inkling to recover unless they know there's consequences. And if you remove any and all, if you basically make it okay no matter what, why is there ever a desire to stop?
With the medication that they're bringing out, those shots, they do say it only works with therapy. It's got to be hand in
yes,
hand.
because
And so that it's not
you
just
still have
left to the therapy.
you still have the ism.
I mean, the
you still got the ism, alcoholism.
Yeah, and that's it's
You
a
take the alcohol out, but you still got the ism.
yeah, but that's why they say you have to work with the therapist as well. You can't just take the drug.
In this town, you can get a therapist, I told you, to suit you.
Mhm.
Because if you get a therapist to say, you're fucking up, you got to go, I don't want to change this.
don't like you. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
You can get a therapist to bang balls on his fucking nose if you want to.
Yeah.
And when somebody calls you out on your shit, calls you out on it, it's like, fucking hell, You know, when I was at Betty Ford, when you're leaving a centre, you do like a round robin and all the counsellors.
Yeah, I know.
And this old woman, they all said, "Oh, John, you're going to do so well." But this old lady said, "You're going to do well." Like my fucking, she says, "You're young." I was young then. It was like fucking 39 years ago. She says, "You're young, you're successful, and you're fucking going to drink." But she said, "Every time you pick that glass up, you'll see my face." And when I drank her face, she better fuck it up for you. And once you know why you drink and why you do it, you never do it the same anymore.
No, it's funny too. It's like I got sober so young, and I'm not like touting my own horn because there's nothing to really tout, but out of everyone that I got sober with, I'm the only one that stayed sober. Other people kind of went in and out and, still around, but some people just left the
Ryan's
program.
doing well now.
Yeah, Ryan's doing great. But it's one of those things where I think it's ultimately, no matter what, it comes down to a choice. And it as tough as it is, as tough as like, oh, there's stuff in your head, oh, it's telling me to do this, I'm an addict,
No,
this,
it's
that.
right.
At the end of the day, it's a choice because you don't have to. There's
No,
nothing saying you
go,
have to.
I wonder if I can.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're making the choice to go, I'm choosing now to pick up this
But-
drug or
Everything
this
is a
drink.
choice.
Yeah.
I tell you what I
And
think.
it's
When I've gone out, just that, it comes back in a fucking flash.
Yeah.
You just feel.
Once
I haven't taken a drink for a long time now.
Yeah, as I like to say, once a cucumber becomes a pickle, it can't become a cucumber again.
Mm.
Just
I mean, back to what Jenny's question was, the best advice I can give is setting healthy boundaries doesn't mean you're giving up on your child.
no, it's true.
But it's the hardest thing in the world when they say to you, tough love. You've got to give tough love.
But I'm not talking about tough love. I'm just saying healthy boundaries.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but you go to many, many AA people and they say tough love, and also therapists go tough love, tough love.
That's
and
kinda
it's
the old way.
hard. It's so hard.
It's
That's
the,
not the way they do it anymore, Mum.
they kind of now the approach is you got to see the kind of personality. Like tough love worked on me, didn't work on Kelly.
Absolutely not. I matched it.
Yeah, so like when you were like,
I mean, my thing about tough love is, it's an illness, right? If you had cancer, it wouldn't go, you got fucking cancer,
well, I don't know. I mean, some people, Mom, you got to talk to like that. It's the only way we could get her to fucking go to the doctor.
That's true.
No, but you don't bollock somebody for getting run over.
It's true. Yeah, and that's kind of a part of this new recovery. Like they don't call it. Oh God, I forget like the wordage they use. There's a whole new lingo now being used in this new kind of recovery movement that's going on. And I don't know if I'm kind of on the fence about it. But I'm also one of those people now that I don't believe that AA or NA or whatever 12-step, group that you're in, I don't necessarily believe that is the only solution. I think it's a great solution, and it's a solution that worked for me, but I don't think it's the only solution.
If you don't want to stop drinking, don't pick up the first drink. Because it's the first drink that gets you fucked up.
Yeah.
It's the first pill that gets
Yeah,
you
but
loaded.
it's easier
It's-
said than done.
Great, easy. It's the
Well,
easy.
when was the last time I had a drink?
But you're choosing you're choosing that. You're going, I am not doing this. Some people
You know why? Because I still remember me thinking, I don't like this anymore.
yeah.
If I liked it, I'd go, fuck it,
Yeah, but the last time you went out was a big one. I wouldn't be surprised when.
when was that?
Remember when you cracked your sternum on the bedside table?
Oh. That was a long, long time
It was a
ago.
long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, it was.
10
10
years.
years.
10 plus years, yeah.
But I've used marijuana.
Yeah, but you kind of but here's the thing. It was either use
I won't
cannabis
be using it anymore.
It was either use cannabis products or fucking opioids, and one will put you in the refrigerator and the other will put you in the ground. I just think it's the best alternative given the fucking hellacious 5 years you've had. It makes total
Yeah.
sense.
I agree.
I won't be doing that anymore.
Why?
Should we have your
Yeah, what's your
Oh, I
question?
got Dad's question. It's from Eternal Wreck. If you could each pick an Ozzy Osbourne album to describe your life so far in 2023, what would it be?
That's a tough one.
Mine would be No More Tears. I think because I've got nothing to cry about anymore.
Oh, I can make you cry. I'm just
Oh no, you can make me cry really fucking easy.
kidding. We'll fucking rename that album real quick. It'll be
Passion number 9 is mine.
Patient number 9. You think that sums up your?
Last 5 years.
Yeah, it does.
What about you?
Oh, it's got to be, for me, it's got to be Blizzard.
Blizzard of Oz?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. What would...
The ultimate din.
The ultimate din. God. Oh, you know what? You know what it would be? It might actually be the ultimate sin, because isn't that the one with the dad on the album cover with all those crazy girls around? There's little girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the ultimate sin for me, because all I'm doing is getting screamed at by little girls, and the album cover is you getting screamed at by little girls.
Oh, that's a different album.
Which, no, I think that's
No.
The
ultimate
ultimate
sin.
sin is the monster with me.
No, that's Bark at the Moon.
No.
Oh, the monster with the girl and...
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a red cover.
Wait, what album's the one with him getting...
No Rest for the Wicked.
No Rest for the
Rest for
Wicked.
the Wicked,
Yeah, that is
yeah.
actually, yes. No Rest for the Wicked. That's... Because I don't get any rest.
That's what you live at
Yeah,
home.
I'm just like... They're just girls screaming in my face. Hey, everyone. It's time to talk about one of our sponsors, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a skill-based, real-money daily fantasy sports game. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they will go more or less than their Prize Picks projections, you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry, and that's huge. With the basketball season here, you can now pick combo projections across both football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that includes 2 or more players from different sports and leagues. For example, LeBron James plus Travis Kelce at a 10.5 combo of 3 points made plus receptions. Want to play alongside some of Prize Picks' favorite people, like Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz? I mean, why wouldn't you? You can go find community players under the promos tab of the app and view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. Now, Prize Picks offers something kind of cool. Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. That's awesome. For football and basketball games, if you had a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. I mean, why did it take so long for someone to come up with this concept? I've been loving that I can play athletes from a vast selection of sports that I have not seen offered anywhere else. I've been picking in-game projections after the game has started and watching them update in real time. And let me tell you, it's keeping me on my toes. And let me tell you this, I've been winning and the money's starting to roll in. It's kind of nice. So go to prizepicks.com/Osbournes and use the code Osbournes to get your first deposit match up to $100. That's right. Go to prizepicks.com/Osbournes. Use the promo code Osbournes for your first deposit match up to $100. Daily fantasy sports made easy. Wait, before we move on that, I got to... Remember when I called you and said someone was spouting off on Twitter?
Yeah.
About
Oh, did they answer
they
you
never
back?
never answered back, but I just thought it was
Spouting
a bit...
off on Twitter about what?
Someone commented on a post and it was like, "Oh, when's Ozzy gonna let Bob Dailey release the recordings of Randy Rhoads writing in the studio?" Because there's a supposedly, I don't know if it exists. Does it exist? But there's audio recordings of Randy Dad Dailey writing stuff for Blizzard or Diary. And this, Daisley's gone out and saying like, "Oh, Ozzy's not letting me release it." And I turned around and said, "Why should he release it? He should give it to Randy's family. And Randy's family, it should be up to them if they release it or not."
Exactly.
The quality sucks.
Oh, have you heard it?
Everything we ever
so it
did,
does
he would
exist.
record the fucking milkman.
On a little cassette machine.
The quality is fucking dreadful.
On a tiny little cassette machine. And, it's not for us to do anything with.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Fun question for the family. We like a fun question. If you could bring back 3 people from the dead for a dinner party, who would you invite and why? Ooh, I know.
Go on then.
It would definitely be Freddie Mercury. I think he'd be fun at a dinner party. Maybe Thomas Jefferson.
Why?
Because Thomas Jefferson was kind of like the philosopher behind the Constitution. He was a really, like, if you read, like, his books and stuff that he wrote later on in life, like, he was a really deep thinker. And he was, like, famous. He was just I just found him really interesting as far as, like, founding fathers go. He was, like, vehemently against slavery, and, like, he was very progressive thinking back, you know, in the 1700s. So it'd be, Freddie Mercury, Thomas Jefferson, and maybe Neil Armstrong. I feel like that'd be a good dinner.
I'd have John Lennon, Napoleon, Winston Churchill.
There you go. So it'd be John Lennon, Churchill, and Napoleon. Kelly?
Mine would be Sharon Tate. Gosh, is that Coco Chanel? Because I want to see if she was as
Nazi.
Yeah, as mean as they say.
Okay.
Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Mom?
Mine would be Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah, love him, miss him so much. Elizabeth Taylor.
What era? In her prime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She'd like that. And Nelson Mandela.
Okay. Interesting.
For a racist.
Oh, here we go.
You know what, Kelly? I was thinking exactly the same.
Oh,
I was thinking,
give me a break.
But I've got. I wouldn't say that. I thought it, but I know.
Jesus.
That's the thing. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to make that just the running joke, because then it just diffuses it.
Oh, God.
All right, Kelly.
Okay, this is from Mama Behind the Phone 3967. Jack Kelly, what was the most embarrassing thing you got in trouble for with your mom and dad for?
Ooh. You go first.
I can't. Embarrassing? It's all fucking embarrassing.
I think I heard something. What you?
Ding, ding.
Can I think I might have an embarrassing moment.
Go on.
When we were filming the Osbournes,
And
we were in Vegas, and you got on the table, or was it your friend got on the table, and there was a whole fucking a bit of a to-do
when we were doing the filming.
Yeah, but not that embarrassing. I thought it was hilarious.
When we were filming, and Mum turned over in the car.
Oh yeah, when Mum flipped the we talked about that in the last episode.
No, also not embarrassed for that because he deserved it.
She deserved it.
He deserved it.
Kelly don't get embarrassed.
I think Kelly gets embarrassed, but Kelly, you hide embarrassment well.
Do I?
You hide embarrassment well. You find a way to kind of flip being embarrassed into like, you kind of do this like judo move where they're like, you're going to be embarrassed. And you're like, no, instead of getting embarrassed, I'm going to get angry at you for being a dick.
But isn't that what everyone does?
No.
No, some people like fold up and they get all like sheepish. You get like, you go to like, you get very defensive through embarrassment. I kind of shut down through embarrassment, I think.
Well, at the end of the day, we're all human, and everybody does embarrassing stuff.
You are not allowed to be human.
I'm like, what's embarrassing though?
I used to get really embarrassed early on in like Osbourne's days when there would ever be any articles written about me with girls, or me, like when they would film stuff on the Osbournes with me with girls. I used to get really embarrassed about that stuff.
I guess, yeah, some of my dating history, because it comes back to haunt you.
What?
You didn't finish answering the question. All you said was embarrassing when you used to be seen with girls.
Yeah, that was it. It was just like a blanket thing. I used to always get really embarrassed. It took me a long time
like,
to get
we're talking about like what we'd been in trouble for.
Yeah, I don't
get embarrassed when I get in trouble.
I got embarrassed one day. I had a bunch of guys over at the house. We were smoking pot in the backyard, and you came home. And
all them naked little girls were running around.
No, that was funny.
What the fuck's going on?
You came into the guest house. There's just a bunch of like naked girls running around, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I'm like, then I go smoking away. What the fuck's going on here?
We-
Running around the fucking
We
garden.
certainly did have some fun.
We fucking did.
Right.
Although I would never let my daughters have the kind of fun we had.
No, I wouldn't. When Mom was like,
I'll send them to military
when Mom
school.
was talking about the other question, where she was like,
What?
Why am I
she
reading
goes-
that? You
I
read
can
it.
Where's she
I
remember.
can't read it.
I can remember Friday night.
Kelly.
Friday night.
You broke it. Hit it again.
I can remember on Friday nights
he's still talking.
being in bed and that fucking slide whatever machine. And it was like that hockey thing, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'd be in bed and it was like having my head kicked in. And your mum, I go, this fucking house like an insane asylum. And your mum go, now you know, it's like you'd be a parent with teenage kids.
You know what the greatest thing ever was when we, season 1 of the podcast, when we watched old episodes and Mom and Dad are on tour. Melinda's at home with us. They're on the phone to Melinda or having a conversation about it. And they go, well, she's just got to handle it. It's her responsibility. And I'm
So messed
so
up.
fucked up to be like, well, we're just away on tour and they're teenagers. And if she can't handle it, maybe she's not the right person for the job. Just like dumping it on poor Melinda, who was like 23 and we were fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. But I will just say, when Mom's like, as a parent, you blame yourself. I'm like, I would never let my kids do half the shit that you let us do.
It was a different time,
Never.
though.
It was a different time, but
Much different.
I would never. And I think maybe it's because I know what I would have done in those situations that I will never let my kid do that.
You know what's weird to think about? I remember being very young teenager, thinking back and going like, man, it must have been such wild times in the 70s and the time, like back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s, LA music scene. It must have been epic. I wonder if like young, like 21-year-olds now, like look back at like
The
early 2000s.
They do.
And go, wow, it must have been wild times
bet
back
they
then.
do.
Yeah, and it fucking was. It
Mental.
it was such a fun time to be in LA. That kind of
So
LA
was
is-
the 70s.
Yeah.
But LA is so boring now.
sucks. The soul of the city's gone.
Here's a question for you, Joe. From In Out Socks.
In out.
Wait, is it In Out Sucks?
In Out
In out
Socks.
sucks _3016.
All right.
Good. Has Jack ever thought about doing stand-up?
Stand-up comedy. You know, I have thought about it, but purely in a way of like, man, it'd be so terrifying. Like that's my thought when I think about stand-up comedy. I think it would be really like my hat's off to like people who do stand-up because I think it's one of the, I think it's the most
The loneliest.
the loneliest and most vulnerable thing you can do in
It's
entertainment.
very vulnerable.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that do it, and that's why it's a constant thing for comedians to always be testing their material. And
Yeah.
every week you'll see the
Oh,
biggest
oh.
comedians in these clubs.
Also, the heckle. I couldn't stand being heckled.
Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't bother me.
When I went to see Ricky Gervais the
Yeah.
other day, so I went to see Ricky Gervais at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh my God, you went?
Yeah.
Was it amazing?
I invited you. You couldn't come.
I couldn't come because I didn't have
Yeah,
money.
yeah. Kelly.
Kelly, I invited you.
I have mum brain. I don't fucking remember anything.
It was fucking amazing. But here's the most amazing thing about why I think Ricky Gervais is up there. I mean, he's clearly up there with the best of the best. He used the Hollywood Bowl to test material. Most comedians go to like, you know,
The comedy
the
store.
comedy store, the Laugh Factory, small little venues before they do their special. He was like, fuck it. 8,000-9,000 people, and he's fucking testing material. And he- and he-
12,000.
Yeah, and he comes out there and he's like, not sure if this one's gonna work, and like just goes for it. And it was, I literally, Kelly, he took the fucking gloves off and throws so damn hard on this tour he did. I was dying. He holds no quarter to anyone.
No,
he
I
fucking
love him.
just eviscerates
Love him.
everyone.
I just think he's one of the funniest people.
Yeah, but
On
I'm
and off.
sure
Yeah.
when he was to the studio, host them fucking Golden Globe, He's going like, come on, get your award and fuck off home.
Yeah.
Well, he goes, stop going, don't really make it, don't make a speech about the God.
Go on, thank you, God, thank your agent, and get the hell out of
He
here.
was so
And
good.
fuck off.
Oh, and he goes,
I don't care.
and if any
See,
of the
thing
ba-
is,
any of the bad movies, he'd go, oh, who saw that one then? I mean,
but the
cracker.
audience are like, what the?
They were so shell-shocked.
Terrified
Because
of
they're
him.
just used to getting their cock stroked by
Yeah.
whoever's hosting an award.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's just like, fuck you all.
See, and he goes, I don't care.
I just remember when the year he was hosting, and Steve Carell, I think, was giving an award, and he's like, oh, I get to introduce the best employee I have, because he created The
Yeah,
Office, and, so
yeah.
and it was just like, oh, and then Carell comes out, and he's just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Just do your worst on
Yeah.
me and then let me go.
Hey everyone, just taking a little break here, but while we do, go check out Ghost and Grit. It's my podcast. You can find it on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. So it's good. We deal with ghosts and grit.
It's great.
It's gritty
It's greaty.
and ghostly.
I just want to see the alien disclosure more than ever. Like,
NASA, did you see their disclosure today?
no. Why,
NASA
the Stanford guy was like, hey, dude, it's real.
Yep.
And of course it didn't go fucking viral.
No, of course not. Why listen to that guy when, you got a Kardashian?
Stanford.
When you
Yeah.
got a Kardashian showing their butthole, like, who
Which is definitely there to distract,
Fully.
in my opinion.
Fully.
Deep state asset. Go ahead.
it's deep state ass.
Ooh, stop being funnier than me.
Okay, Mom, this is your one. I'll read
Go
it
on.
because you're blind. From Eric's Lux 8792 to Jack and Kelly. Now that you both have kids on your own, looking back on your own childhood, all the traveling and being in the media, would you let your kids have that kind of childhood? Good question.
Yes, because I think we got the best education ever out of it, and we got to see the world and meet every kind of person you could ever imagine meeting, and that sort of education is invaluable.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just have a little more parameters, I think. I think I would have with my kids, I'd have a little more emphasis.
With your kids, but whatever, you never had parameters.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I would allow them to, if Andy or Pearl or whatever, any of the kids kind of started walking the line to go into entertainment or whatever, and they had a career.
I don't know whether that's the right way or the wrong way, because we were kind of open. I always tried to have a relationship with you guys.
Mm.
But when I was a kid, your fathers come on, I'd go, fuck,
I just don't know whether
And you're
before,
You're
I'd get boxed around the head,
throwing you down the fucking
punch
stairs.
in the ribs and kick down the stairs. Anyway, guys, I'm hearing here before that I wasn't a good mum.
No, didn't say that at all.
No one has said you're not a good mom.
You just
Okay.
didn't
You're
have
so
any.
good.
You just put it off on Melinda. I'm just kidding.
I've never,
No.
never what I could never say that.
No, you.
Okay.
You just let us do things that I would never let
Yeah, I mean,
my
I was.
kids do.
I had the best fucking time as a
I
kid.
had the best childhood. Like
Yeah.
when I think about my childhood and all the things that we did and all the parties that we went to, and
Oh my
every night, it was so much fun.
I mean, yeah. Listen, everything comes at a price. We had. I'm glad we made it out alive ultimately.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
The
I
thing is-
would.
The thing is, even with the restrictions that I had with my folks, and I did it behind the shed and whatever, you still do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're still gonna find a way to fucking act
But the
a
thing
fool.
is, but I don't know whether it should be an open relationship with your kids or a restriction. I don't know, because if they're going to die or whatever from drugs, they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, see, for me, because I'm starting to see it as Pearl and Andy are getting older. Like, I'm trying to kind of ride a balance of like, hey, listen, my thing is, just don't fucking lie to me. Don't keep secrets. Don't lie. Just be really open about what's going on, and I won't ever punish that. I'll never because for me, I know I felt like a lot of shame that I was going to get in trouble and I was going to have all this like crazy shit happen. So I was really like secretive about a lot of the things I was doing. And I just felt like, fuck, like I'm going to get, my ass chewed out if I, say I did this or went and did that or whatever. And so I'm trying to change that with my parenting with the girls, just because
But even so, it still happens.
yeah.
Sorry, Ozzy, but isn't it amazing how children so young learn how to lie?
Yeah.
It's like natural.
Yeah.
It comes natural. So you didn't answer the question, did you?
What was the question again?
Now that you
About
both have,
would you let
Oh yeah, I
your
said
kids?
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
are you and Sid kind of planning to go heavy on the music with
Oh,
young
big
Sydney?
time.
Yeah.
Big time. And oddly enough, out of all of his toys, his instruments are his favorite ones to play with.
Yeah.
He loves anything that makes sound.
Yeah. In Hollywood, you can strike gold.
Oh,
in
please.
Hollywood.
You.
Hi, Osbournes. What is your take on the organ donation? Organ donation.
Oh,
Sorry,
good
I read
question.
that really wrong. This is really tiny. What is your take on organ donation? I think it's important.
Yeah, I'm a donor. Are you a donor on your ID?
Yeah.
I did.
But that whole rumor of like
Yeah.
if they see that you're a donor, they won't keep you on life support and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know how true that is.
I bet you there's an element of truth to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is like something to where the fact of the matter is hospitals do make more money when you're an organ donor, but I don't know if that's at like the forefront of the mind of the fucking, triage doctor that's trying to keep you alive.
Yeah. I think the mission is to keep you alive, but if you don't happen to make it, why not make it so that someone else can live?
Are you guys organ donors?
Yeah, but ours are
Got a
so old
piano.
and fuggly. They're gonna. You what?
Oh, I got a piano.
They're pretty worthless, aren't they, at this age?
Well, I think they can rest your heart.
Your heart, Mum. They always say tell Dad that he's got a heart of a 25-year-old.
I used to.
Now it's a 35-year-old.
85-year-old now. How did Ozzy and Sharon meet? What was their first date like? Well, I met her at a Halloween party. She fell off a broom.
Oh, God. Oh, not that old one again.
Oh, wait. Oh, I first met your mother when Black Sabbath went down to see her father for management, and she was terrified of us.
That was probably a good reaction.
Yeah. That was in
But when you looked at Mum,
1970.
71.
when you met Mum in 1970, were you like, damn, who's that? Or
I did. She was on a telephone reception.
when you met Dad, you were like, who's that hunk? Who's that steamboat right there?
No, I was very intimidated.
Yeah.
Yeah, very. I didn't want to look because I was, like that.
That's funny.
When were you not intimidated by him?
9 years later.
And did you guys have, between that time of meeting to when you started working together, how often would you guys run into each other in the halls of music?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
I remember. So was it a Boston? No,
Long Beach Arena.
there was a festival. It was in Boston, playing, and you were in a tent.
Yes. Yep.
Was it Boston?
Yep. And
Oh, they were-
loads of places. Our
See, Dad
paths
did
would cross.
notice, Mum.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I thought she ain't never gonna want to go out have anything to do with me. She'll go to repeat me diamonds and it's me. I got a fucking tap around my neck with jewelry.
You hear him dripping with diamonds.
Which one of you thinks they married up?
Well, I never was
that's
married.
a horrible question.
I never was married.
That's not what married up means.
Married
Mum.
up means like you married someone that you think's better than you.
Oh.
Like there's like a saying, like I know for sure Aries way better than me. Like it's it's like a thing. Where,
Your mum educated me in so many different ways.
No.
Like how to get out of a hotel without paying the bill.
We did that once. Do you remember?
Fucking more than once.
wow.
Yeah.
Shut up, get put the elevator to the fucking ground.
No, down to the car park.
Well, I guess they didn't have credit cards on file back then.
Nope.
We literally, when we first
Women
went,
weren't allowed to have credit cards until I think 75 or
Fuck off.
76.
Women were not allowed to
yeah.
have credit cards.
In this country until 75 or 76, you couldn't have a credit card.
that was a good law. I should have kept that fucking thing in.
Wait, why? Because women weren't responsible?
Yeah.
That's a true statement ever.
Holy shit.
That's still not responsible.
That's insane.
I know.
Wow. So you paid for that record with a credit card then in 1978 because you'd had a credit card for 3 years.
Very funny. Oh.
Wow, okay.
Do you remember what the old Visa cards used to look like?
Yeah.
Blue and yellow and had that big line in the middle.
Every time I went to use my car, it would bounce on everybody. I hate the fucking... You know what? I fucking hate credit cards because you could do some serious damage with it. If you had to go 100, 200,
Yeah.
you wouldn't buy half the shit.
Nope.
But now you can't even get in a car park without a credit
Oh, yeah,
card.
I know.
Especially since COVID now. And
You
know
can't
what's-
buy a coffee.
Also, banks don't like you to use...
Cash.
yeah.
They don't want it.
They do you know that if a business, they go, "Oh, we're cashless, we're credit."
It's illegal.
It's illegal.
They
That's it.
have to take your money.
Yeah, like if you were like, "All I have is cash," and you leave the cash, and they say we don't accept
We
that.
went to a hotel by the Kennedy Airport in New York, and the guy said, "What are you playing with cash? Fuck off!" Because if somebody knew you had cash, get mugged all the time,
Yeah,
all the fucking time.
it's kind of like now. Mum, your question?
Anna Marie at 7N734. What home cooked dinners do you like the most? Thanks heaps.
Dust, anyone?
Sunday roast. That's my favorite. Like a home cooked Sunday roast.
I'm with you.
That's where it's at. And you surprisingly are good at it.
Yorkshire puddings,
Sure, the
roast
cooked shit plate will
potatoes,
completely fuck you
gravy,
up.
chicken.
I miss a roast dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish we could do
peas,
that.
Yellow
peas,
pages.
mash.
yeah.
I like the yellow pages when you just go, we'll have...
I think we should start a family tradition
Of what?
of doing a Sunday roast every
No,
Sunday.
no.
Everybody should take a turn in doing it.
I do love a Sunday lunch. When I was growing up, we always had them in our house.
All right, I'll do the first one.
Okay. But you have to cook it. You can't
No.
outsource it.
Yeah, no, I will. But then Mum's is going to be a bit off
Well,
because
it's-
there's no Marks and Spencers.
Well, we can figure it out.
It's got other fucking...
Go to the English
pub.
shop. You can get
Yeah.
Yorkies there and things like that.
What's the English fucking... There's a place down Farmer's Market. You
I
can have
think
a
what's
Sunday.
another good? I do a good pasta and meat sauce. Like I can do that from scratch really well. I know it's like super basic, but I have like a whole process.
I like
Talking of
shepherd's
which-
pie.
Yeah.
Talking
I
of
can do
which,
a good shepherd's
talking
pie.
of which, Mrs. O,
Yes.
I was watching a thing on YouTube yesterday about pasta, and the fresh pasta is great. The dry pasta is not good.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
Maynard from Tool has his own like Italian restaurant, and they make all their own fresh pasta with like special type of flour. Like it's live. It's like live flour.
Where is his store?
It's in Arizona.
We should go.
Yeah, we should go. Let's do it. We'll go.
Well, to tell you what I was sad. You remember when we used to get that? It's from that Italian, and it got closed.
Yeah, in Amersham.
Yeah.
It
No,
was
no,
so
No, it was in
good.
Beaconsfield.
No, I mean here.
Oh, but
when you get a
Medeo.
chicken with the tomatoes.
Oh, no.
No.
It was the pizza place.
Yeah, just
fucking
off
great.
Robertson. It
Yeah.
was such a great
The one
place.
by your old office. This question, Jack, how you doing with your MS? I recently got diagnosed and I am still awaiting a treatment. Wait, I have MS?
Jack.
Oh, you know, I'm this Parkinson's. I never think about it.
Yeah, I don't think about it unless like either I hear someone talk about it or
I mean, because you have Parkinson's, I never think about
Well, everyone thinks like you're like
dying.
dying of Parkinson's, and it's like no, he's dying because he took a fall, but not really. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
I mean, I don't know whether that's a good thing or I go, oh, because you took this medication. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I never think about it. I'm
never think about it. Never.
just kind of trucking along.
Because if you go, I've got better things to think about.
But
Yeah.
you never get hit by a symptom of something, or you
I've
wake
been-
up and you just can't get out of bed that day.
I've been so good for a long time now. I don't see, it's hard because I'm like, oh, am I really fucking tired today because of the kids, or I've been overdoing it, or this or that?
I mean,
'Cause
you got 4 kids. Of course, you're gonna get tired. So you
Yeah.
go, I'm tired because of the kids.
yeah, I mean, there are some times where like because if anything, it is like the fatigue that does
Yeah.
get me. Like I don't have any like zaps going up and down my legs. I don't ever feel tingling or numbness or.
I mean,
That's-
that surgery that I've had over the last 5 years, that's been had more an effect on me than anything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was the fall that really fucked you up. It wasn't the.
I mean, you got the video of me going in for the first surgery.
But yeah, no, I'm.
You
I'm
never
doing...
have any problems with your legs anymore?
No, I never do, and I'm so fucking active.
Your eye?
No, my eyes actually got better over the last few years. It's not fully there, but like I used to not be able to see red, and now I can see. It's just a little bit washed out.
Mm-hmm.
My back legs sometimes give me some stick.
Yeah, your back legs.
back
I was like, wait, what? Oh,
Jack's
sorry.
like, yeah.
Minotaur over there. I'm the world's worst MS patient because I stopped taking actual like traditional treatments for it.
I know you did.
But I do a lot of supplements. I do a lot of
You know, your mum, I have it all. When you guys do, I'm worried about this one. Mum's, let me tell you, your mum spends more time worrying about you guys.
Hey, well, it's mutual. We sit around
Yeah.
worrying about you two fucks
Yes.
all the time.
Yes.
Bring your grandkids to have a see me.
I fucking
Oh,
will.
I have a video. That's all I ever see.
Well,
when
she's
I see
scared.
her,
She's scared of you, IRL.
I know, it's weird.
You haven't seen the new video
Which one?
where she's pointing at the we put on Crazy Train like an actual
and she goes,
performance.
I.
She does the I, but she's pointing at the TV going, Papa, 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 just on repeat like a broken record. And like
when she
freaking
sees
out.
me, she goes,
Yeah, well, in real life when she sees it, he's like, oh fuck, there he is.
Whereas like Sid comes over and he's like,
Well, he's
wants
lived
to-
here for his whole life, basically.
Yeah.
Sid loves, I love Sid.
He's a funny little guy.
Yeah,
But-
I have him laughing all the time.
But what I do now is more just stay physically active, do a ton of different
It's really
things.
Change your food.
Isn't it funny that
bit.
he likes being
Little-
around guys?
Yeah, he does love being around the
Yeah,
boys.
you got a total bro.
I know, I do.
You have a total freaking bro. He's gonna be like every physical sport under the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Lighting
He
fires like
he
your
loves
brother.
rough play. Like, just loves
he's
to
a
be
great
thrown
kid.
around and
Yeah.
tickled, and he's just the best.
Just shake him. You just gotta shake him.
Oh.
All right.
Can I go up and see him now, please?
Yeah, let's wrap this
No.
up.
All right. For this episode of the Osbournes podcast, from Ozzy's Good Night.
Oh, it's like
Stop it! You can't use that.
oh my god, that was fucking
What's
weird.
Nothing.
All right, Dad, give us the sign off one more time.
From the Osbournes podcast. Just we're signing off this Osbournes podcast. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
forget to click like and subscribe wherever you watch your podcasts.
Yes.
And we love you very much. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
and have a great week.